Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the first Metal Gear Solid 2 stream. Welcome back to the Metal Gear Solid series of streams I've been doing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a lot. Yeah. So today I do have my friend. See, I have no idea what username he uses online. Naps is the one I know him as. Color Genius was like his brand that he uses. Oh yeah, he played Night Train with me, so you check out my Night Train streams. He's the friend I play with in those streams. Robo also was his username there. But yeah, that guy is around, and you'll probably hear him. Me and him will be talking like in person rather than through the chat like we have in some of the previous streams. So yeah, just a heads up before we start. Hopefully I can get like 3 minutes into the stream before he gets back. Otherwise I might get demonetized or something. Not likely. Anyway. Ooh, I can use X to select items. That's so nice. Let's start the game. This is the first Metal Gear Solid game I've ever played. Way back, like what, 17 years ago almost? It's like 17 to 20 years ago. I don't know. But I played it in that time period. I was way younger back then, obviously. And I haven't really gotten a chance to replay the game since then, so I wonder how my video game memory is going to kick in today. Because, as seen when I played Lies of P, I'll remember things about games I haven't played in quite a while. But I do wonder if I'll still remember details about this game, even though I haven't played this game in much longer, over a decade. I haven't played this game. Who knows? This movie is crazy. Well, that was cool. Okay, let me just check here. Options. Radar type 2. Real-time cutscenes. Letterbox. I feel like Letterbox has that authentic feel. Brightness adjustment, I'll leave it as is. Normal. Item window, group. Yeah. Quick change. Equip, unequip, selected weapon item. Previous. Unequip. I'll use unequip. That's most similar to Metal Gear Solid 1. And that is the one I have like muscle memory of today. I'm by the start of the game, bro.
You just started?
Yep.
You didn't start yet?
But
Oh, salute, bro!
yeah, you're on stream by the way, no?
Now you're bro, now you're...
Alright. So, like I mentioned, bro is here for the stream. Alright, just waiting for my friend to show up, but yeah, we're gonna do Tanker Plant, we're gonna go through Snake's thing and then into Raiden, I remember that much at least. Alright, I'm gonna press start for now. A friend of mine will show up when he needs to. I'm just gonna play on normal. If I wanted to play on hard, I'll replay the game on hard, but stealth games and RPGs, I'd rather play on normal. Souls like, if they have difficulty options, I'll play on hard, but yeah. Stealth games, normal.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of Metal Gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
Yeah, we got that opening cinematic here. And you found me here, so... I do not know. Need your earphones here. He has the stealth suit. So didn't he got tortured by Ocelot? Or Otacon borrowed the stealth suit. That look effed up.
Our boy is right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
It involves Ocelot working for Solidus. As seen it in my last stream from Metal Gear Solid 1, the post-credits protocol. Yeah. Solidus, who happens to be the American president. Ooh, nice.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Kept you
Everything
waiting.
going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it's sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
Alright.
It's a little hard to work with because you
Nice,
have to
give me the
reload after
tranquilizer
each
gun.
shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too.
Yeah, so you
The
got your
effects of the
earphones in,
anesthetic
you can hear
round
it
will
now.
vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of
Yeah,
tens
cool.
of seconds between hitting
I
limbs,
mentioned
chest,
on
or head.
stream they're doing the probably.
As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you?
Good point.
Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
Apparently that's what YouTube Premium is for.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships
Yeah.
passing on the river and in the harbor,
The
putting
city is a
uniformed
few
Marines on
seconds
the deck would
behind
be
the
a bad
actual
idea. People who
We're
get a clear
focusing
view
on
of
now.
water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According
Alright.
to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days.
So I need you
I'd say the
to get
cargo,
your PlayStation
safety
working
below the
again.
deck. Do you see the
Because I
entrance to
saw
the
when I had
holds?
that podcast
Looks like
and
there
all
are
my
a few
gameplays in the
entryways into
background.
the crew quarters.
Yes, I know.
The chopper. What?
Man is hearing me and hearing me. Man is hearing me sweat. Oh shit, that's what I
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry.
see. Let go look over.
What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS-74U.
Damn.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Man clocked on ethnicity just 5 zeker.
I'm transmitting a photo.
Okay, never mind.
Let's get an
It's
ID on him
stereotypical Russian. We
ASAP.
know who
I'm
he
on
is.
it.
I remember they used to use that look as like a what the hell is this happening?
Looks like the tanker's theirs now.
Fucking mean.
KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
That
We
Russian
need to
words
get a
all
fix
sound
on
like
who
it.
they are.
Kasaka.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got
Alright.
it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Right. Let's see, how do I... Okay, R1 is first person view now. What about L1? No? L1 does nothing at the moment. Don't know. It's weird. Okay. Alright, got it. Now here's my question. What will you see me from this? If you can. Oh no! He's coming to find me. Oh no! Oh no! Whatever will I call him? Ooh, can I? How do I climb over? Triangle. Okay. Yeah, triangle to climb over, circle to punch. No? Too bad. We just kick here. Okay, so unlike Metal Gear Solid 1, they can now actually see me if I'm downstairs in the direction they look. The hell is a what? Pentazomin. Anti-anxiety medication.
I'm gonna watch with you and your favorite baker.
What? What do you mean by that? What do you
know
mean?
what you're saying later?
Okay. Alright. Okay, give me anti-anxiety medication.
Snake, go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
Okay, let me pick up that item before I go into the boat. A bandage. Let's see, what does that do? Stop bleeding. Oh yeah, they can track you by your blood from what I remember. Nice. Oh wait, that's a lot. Okay, there's this guy. And then what?
Actually, there's a demo of it.
There's a demo. On me?
I think that is eventually it's a full game now. But for a long time, I only had the demo. That goes up until fight the first boss.
That girl you're in the tank or
No,
with riding.
on the top of the ship, not the top, but it's raining.
Yeah, that's the daughter of the general of these guys. You know that Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Metal Gear Rising? There's a part in the game where there's like a small girl that you must like save. No, you don't save her, but like you talk to her and you're like, yo, I need a fighter jet. Get me to another part of the world quick fast. And then she's like, yeah, nah, I got a jet for you. It's like a rocket. And then she's like very young and whatever. Now, that lady that you fight when it's raining, that's her mother. And that Otacon bro is the adoptive father. That much I remember, plot-wise. How many times must I shoot that guy before you wanna...
Fucking pop, man.
Ah, wait. Nah, I can't.
I think that's it.
Nah, circle is not shooting.
Yeah, you can... Like you pop out or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Ah, wait. Let me see, can I...
If it was...
There's it,
Yeah,
there's it.
Did you drop him?
Nah, doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Yeah, that's something I forgot about entirely. Wait a minute. He's already sleeping. Make it an even deeper sleep. Okay, I actually don't want to do that second shot, but okay. They're gonna get the USB first. Shit. Okay. Can't go through there.
Grab the ammo.
Nah. It's classic video game design though. Like,
Yeah, but Resident Evil isn't like it.
okay, that's fair, but are you talking about Resident Evil 4 specifically? Because I mean,
Not other ones or so?
I think Resident Evil 4 came out around the same year as this. Oh, Vulcan Raven reference?
Yeah, but you know,
Raven?
Yeah. See, I'm so glad I actually played Metal Gear Solid 1 now, because now I actually know the reference. Like, yeah. Still fought him in the first game. Bro, being able to climb things is such a game changer.
you actually know. Now you're playing for you see the difference.
Yeah. It's like really noticeable. Plus there's some stuff that I didn't get as a reference the first time. Oh shit. Someone did. How is that again? So, and then... There we go. Let's just put him back in here. Man, he's fighting with his nose. Yeah, put him back. Put him in the wrong one even. Yeah, still can't get the USB ammo yet. Is there nothing in this box? No. The light. Or the action figure. No idea. I was looking around at the moment. No. You can just go sleep. Yeah, because there's a lot of them here. I can already see some of the blue dots. Okay, there's someone, there's another one there in the distance. Oh yeah, you must have your gun out before you can aim while you... Plus this thing doesn't have a lot of range, so... Wait, can I aim while I'm at it? Okay, I can't aim low. That's fine. Oh, that's a nice way to prevent me from aiming. Okay, now go here. can see what direction does it turn. Okay, it turns back that way. Alright. Yeah. There's also a thing for, what is it? Hanging by the railing. Doesn't matter. Like, I can tell he's not going to be able to see me. Okay, but now is this guy going to come out of this room or is he just going to stand there? Because if he's just going to stand there... Yeah, drop down. Wait, how do you do that thing? Oh, nah, you do this so you can do pull-ups. Yeah, you can actually level up your grip like that. But now, obviously, don't have enough. You can go underneath.
Kojima, bro.
Kojima knows. But nah, I like shooting the people so that I don't need to so worry about them later. Bro, man cannot even see me. See now, I think... I know, yeah. I think the funniest thing is that these are supposed to be like... Oh wait, nah, these are Russian soldiers, so they don't even have that excuse. Tranquilize a dot right in the forehead. I mean, there's the other option of it being a real bullet, but
Yeah. I used to play this so much, man. I used to tell it myself. But I'm happy to do it.
now you actually get rewards for doing that. Like straight up you get higher rankings at the end of the game. That's why
But I only have this demo also. I still made the... You know how much... I played this demo. I still... That demo was a voice of the first. I didn't buy me a phone.
so it's like oh there's quite a few demos. I know about those.
Another thing that I used to play when I played the demo was ISO.
See now that is supposed to be if it's the icon I'm thinking about, you know, like I could be wrong.
Yeah. It's the same vibe, you know. People who made
Shadow Colossus. That is a game.
Yeah, this door that you must say, you know, but you start some full of, and
Yeah.
then you just keep playing it. And it's like they catch you, and you pull it into the wood vibe.
Yeah.
And you can pull out, and the thing is really cheap to the left time.
Yeah, no, like I'm actually thinking now, like Ico feels like it feels like a game that could have been made by the guy who made Nier Automata. Like it wasn't made by him, but as far as I'm aware. But
I've heard it. It's just Nier Automata, and I know you play it.
yeah, like I haven't
Before what it is, what type of game it is.
so
Third base.
no. It's an action RPG, kind of like how technically Dark Souls is an action RPG. Technically. Doesn't feel like one, but it is. And then but now the trip with Nier and the prequel game is Nier Automata and is Nier Replicant.
Yeah.
Now Replicant I was so busy playing. I didn't finish Replicant, but that was the one I was playing because I wanted to finish that before I played Automata. Now the thing is man almost got me there. Looking. Yeah. Hey. I just think this is way easier than it was when we were younger because I know how to aim. Like way back then I didn't know how to aim. I was just like in this general direction, best way. Better open pray. So what I wanted to say was now the weird thing about Nier as a game series
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port
Is
side
that-
is complete.
It's actually a spin-off sequel, kind of, to other game they have called, I think the game's name is Dragon Guard or something. Which one?
I actually saw somebody noticing about it, but I forgot the name of it. I did a video about it. Yeah, I found it.
Nah, Kojima. Kojima is funny. Legend. Very strange, but legend. Let me just check if there's anything else. Nope. Okay.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
What?
Look at the walls on both sides of the hall.
I see something. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But your M9's knockout rounds won't work. Find a gun somewhere.
Okay. Thank you, Archon. Okay, so I need to pick up the USB now. Engine room instance. Oh. Wait, what? Shit. Yeah, where can I redo that for?
Enemy site. Requesting backup unit.
Oh no. I was hoping I could just beat the crap out of that guy, but he survived my combo.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Backup team is on its way to the stairs. Stay sharp.
Okay, let's wait a moment and then try that combo again. How the hell? Another case of...
Send reinforcements.
Oh, shit. Now we need a snake. Snake. No, I forgot about that.
Return to your positions.
Okay.
Understood. Backup team is on its way to the stairs.
Enemy intruder sighted.
Why is there so many of them? Wow, beating crap out of them really doesn't work. I was actually right to use my gun all the time. They knocked out both of them. I'm out of him. Now, can you leave me alone?
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Search team to Deck A, port side.
Okay, I'm not still gonna try and hit him anymore. I'm just gonna punch him. Alright, nice. Kojima, you are so funny.
It's a game.
Yeah. This time I do the swimsuit model. I didn't see something. Okay, yeah.
Attack team, come back at once. Guard team, stay alert.
Okay, that one's locked. Not finding any other items. Oh. M9 bullets. Very new. Pardon me. Good shots. Oh yeah. There we go. Apparently you have to move them around a bit before you can shake an item out of them. Let me think about this.
Snake, go to the bridge first and find out where this ship is headed. The bridge is on the top level. Go up. Do you want to save, Snake?
That autosaber got me very hurt.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course.
Probably not.
And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
I do not
Great.
think that's what that saying meant, but he has the spirit. He has the spirit. Man, I really thought that one for all and all for one means if you go alone, they're gonna gang up on you. Okay, can't go there. Remember knocking that guy out. And knocking this guy out. Upstairs. Oh yeah, right. This guy's gonna come up now with all this forces. Oh, hey. I see it, Ash. He's gonna come up. You see my kid? No, he didn't touch that. You pick up his ration. A lot of items on you now for that fight of enemies. There we go, there we go. Wait, can I eat something? Oh, I can. Okay, the gun is longer range than I thought it would have. Ooh. Wait, no, it's actually downstairs. Oh, I see. Ah, there we go. Now you just gotta wait. Shoot him out. Very accurate, even in this very windy rain. Oh. Okay, it might be that I have to go in here. Maybe. Let's see. Oh, I was here before.
Who's there?
You're gonna squash him pretty.
Yes. Just need to go do something for a moment. The game's paused for now. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. There's context behind this, don't worry. Okay, so obviously I'm back. Don't worry about it. There's context behind what happened, but
I wonder what the stream heard all.
very little. I'm good at muting. Yeah. Nah, but the way they had cameras in Metal Gear Solid 1 was crazy. Chaff grenade. Yo. Metal Gear Rex in Metal Gear Solid 1. Nice. Thing really bothered me. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, there is something wrong with my controls. How do I get to the menu? Oh, that's cool. Wait, so if I... Ah! That's nice, I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, that will work better for me. What? Huh? What? I didn't know I could do that. Okay, X for punching. Wait. No, but then... Yeah, triangle to punch. That's more like Devil May Cry. Okay, so... Action with X. That way I can climb with X and open doors with X and all that other stuff.
Snake, there's another set of infrared sensors in place. If you touch that, the explosives will detonate and that ship will be pulverized. There aren't that many infrared beams. Maybe you can get past those without setting off the explosives. If you need to see exactly where the beams are, you can use the usual method. There's a fire extinguisher over there. Break it open and try scattering some of the extinguishing chemicals.
What do you mean he sneezed?
Enemy sight. Requesting backup.
What's going on?
So it is the Kasaka. Russian choppers.
add context of why I had to step away from stream. I had a mouse trap. Caught something.
Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Yeah, the submersible Metal Gear. I forgot to check if there were any like deals that we got gotten.
Shalashashka has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds.
Revolver
Report
Ocelot. Shalashashka.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
Olga Gorlikova.
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Yeah, I can take care of
So
all
you
the
shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
Oh,
It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
oh, one of those knives with a single bullet in the handle. One of those like almost like novelty items.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Alright.
I've been with the unit since I was born. battlefield, conflict, and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared
shit.
I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else
Damn it.
matters to me.
Wait, what? Really? She? No one to go to.
Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Point. There you go. It's made it more difficult for me to see. Yep. But I know where you are. Nice. Because I was about to eat me anyway. Also forgot to use a bandage for my bleeding. So I saw the blood on the floor. Hey, UAV.
Cypher?
Huh?
Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cypher.
A Marine Cypher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Yep, just use the stealth when you can. Let's see if there's anything unpopular. Ooh, thermal goggles. Is there a way to move faster down here? No. Oh shit. Oh, this bastard. Is that all he's doing? Up. And I ended up not even needing to fight him. With fox. Ooh.
There's somebody there.
Ah shit. Forgot how long it takes to open these things. Okay, some USB bullets. Not many more though. That's alright.
Oh. What's that? Who's that? Enemy missile. Requesting down unit.
That is some bullshit. Like, why did he turn around? Not even turn around, really. I mean, just like. USB bullets. Okay. No. Oh yeah. Where is it? Leave me alone.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Deploy search team to the port site.
That's crazy.
Increase security precautions.
Huh. Oops. I didn't know they got any close. I was building up the muscle memory to put this triangle there, but obviously wrong. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Wait. Ooh, another rush.
There's somebody there.
Ah shit. That is so crap. How did he even... Oh crap. Nah, that's some bullshit. He got him. How did he even see me behind that thing? He didn't see me down the chairs, but he saw me there.
Something over there.
Ow. Feels so shit. Alright. Everything is faded. So I don't need to actually walk up against the thing. Okay, good to know. I see there's another one. There's another one. Ah, wait. Nice.
Verrazano Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes' time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Okay, that doesn't actually open. Nope. Up. More bullets. For the regular gun. Not the tranquilizer gun.
Encounter the enemy requesting gas.
Let's hope they ignore. I better on this one. and come back in. Shit. Feels like that guy disappeared out of nowhere and materialized. He spoke his own being into existence. Now go sleep. And do you have nothing? USP ammo. Didn't want that. What about you? Do you have a ration or something? More USP ammo, of course. That's a lot of USP ammo. Dog box as well. Damn.
We have sealed the stern hatch.
All right.
The lift is also under our control.
We're on the foredeck, about to descend to the holds.
Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already.
We will complete the preparations before the end of the speech.
All communications to the holds have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the holds until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Please just get your asses in the cutscene.
Who goes there?
Good. Yeah, unfortunately for me, they didn't get killed in the cutscene. They just found me in the cutscene. But, apparently. What the hell? Okay, I really don't want to kill them. I've been trying to not do that. However, they're giving me a lot of bullets for killing people. So I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, stun grenade. Really unfortunate, man. Stop it. I really didn't want to kill anyone.
You were supposed to, man, in a way. The cutscene.
That's so shit though.
Right after that.
That's so shit though. Now I feel like if I had enough ammo saved up, I could have done it, but no.
Chaff them,
Chaff don't really work on people.
Oh yeah. Crazy. Like, before I watched that now,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to visually tell you. I remember every scene because as I see everything, I see that I remember. I can't tell you what
Who goes there?
But when I see it, I remember that I remembered it.
Now I'm kind of similar, but like it's as I play through the game. Like Lies of P.
Why are you
Lies
here?
of P, when I
We
started
thought you were
playing it
with
from the
the Colonel.
beginning, I was just like, oh, I know what's gonna happen, I know what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen. Yo, Ocelot, what you doing? And this randomly kills one of these allies. Who knows?
The Colonel will be joining you soon,
Yeah.
comrade.
You were just like, oh, hey, Kalasasha, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be somewhere else? Dead.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's
like,
taking
why?
longer than I expected. We've already passed the
Like,
Verrazano
yo, I'm just
Bridge.
supposed to be
All right,
here.
we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
You
What?
didn't see
The
it.
exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going
Yeah,
right
and this
off the
thing, they just like
fringe.
shot that guy and then walked away.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
I remember this part.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Nah, then this.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No. I'll
Nah,
go
then there
around
was
the
still,
bow.
I know
They have
this is
some
the tanker
serious defenses
section.
here.
I know in the
doubt the
plant
recent
section where he
rivals want
plays
to blast their
Raiden.
way through the
There's
Marines
a part
either.
where he's naked and he must run around with.
No. Not a beach, that's for sure.
That reminds me of this section because I think I thought like mentally it's
Okay,
been so
Snake,
long since I
let's
played
go
the
over
game. It's
this
almost like I
one more
merged the two into one.
Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Don't do it.
There should be a Marine's insignia
Pretty sure
on the
you.
body
I'm
of
pretty
that
sure you just die. They're like, listen, there's
Just
no
let
way
someone
you
try
survive
explaining
this.
away a clear shot of that.
All right.
As far as I'm aware.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Well, they probably got it.
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe. I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for
no.
now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed. I've made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera, split the files, and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way.
What?
And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise,
Okay.
they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Yeah.
Remember, Snake, just the
But now,
photos, okay?
I still remember
With these kinds of odds,
something
I won't be
my,
making any
my
sudden
boss told me.
moves. But that
Like,
doesn't mean we
listen,
can
if
just
you
let
give
Metal
me
Gear be
10
hijacked.
jobs
Okay,
to do
okay,
at
but
once,
first the photos.
I will get 10
Alright,
jobs
we'll
done
deal with the
very
rest when we
quickly.
get there.
Stay low.
Like, listen, multitasking is fine, there's just no limits. Okay, so I can't get caught. If I get caught, it means game over because I must take pictures before they see me. But that is not what I wanted to do.
The hundreds, if not thousands,
Oh yeah. Let me just use the
metal
yellow.
gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states. They are all working on deploying their own Metal Gear force to compete with the U.S.'s nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives. Some say that the strategic importance of aircraft carriers will be reduced by the completion of Ray. The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass,
I think
especially
I'm
those
supposed to
with
go
submarine
past
and
this,
air
but I
background.
can't remember. So I'm just gonna go
Not to
past
mention
it.
interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps.
How are
The
none of
enemy
them
is sometimes
seeing me?
closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force.
Whatever that guy's saying, it doesn't matter.
The shift in the balance of
Why
power will mean a new
is
world
another
order.
one?
And we, the Marine Corps, will play a central role in its military affairs. Ours is not
that
the
is one of the
only
funniest
military
things I've ever
project
seen.
devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Yeah, looking at memes next to me, I was on
It is a
sleep,
fact
but I need
that
to
players
focus
in
on
favor
the
of
game.
such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
That's
This turned out to be
horrible.
longer than expected.
That's horrible.
At ease.
Deserved,
Rest
but
of it.
horrible.
Second comment, don't underestimate.
How? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask how. I'm not gonna ask how. How does not matter. Nah, yo, that's actually serious, don't you? Think about it. Like, what would you do? You find out, like she picked him over you.
All familiar with the
That's
Shadow
what he's saying when you say
Moses during the Sears administration.
more. That's what they mean when they say it hurts infinitely more. Like, yeah, that guy, Mr. Steely Girl. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna keep quiet, sorry.
Metal Gear.
I have a daughter, and it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Yo, do I have any bullets?
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads.
I like how they just casually low drop something where when you know that Solidus was the president at the time of the Shadow Moses Shadow Moses incident. Oh yeah, I need to take pictures.
You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we?
Okay, we're finally there.
So, this is the new Metal Gear.
Yep, and we're gonna show the whole world its baby pictures. Get the prototype on camera. We need 4 images. One from the front right, the front, and the front left, and a close-up of the Marines marking on the prototype. Once you have the photos, use the workstation in the southeast end of the area to transmit them over to me. Send me something I can use.
Alright.
Right. Left. Up. Front. Let's continue. The Metal Gear Rex development on Shadow Moses was supposedly the first preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the left!
Oh, he's a bastard.
Intruder to the right! Intruder in the back!
Like, what if I was there?
Intruder to the left!
Bastard.
Oh, training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared.
Nah.
We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
Man wants me to get caught, yeah.
I don't think that they need. I think that they can.
Yeah, but then...
Let's continue.
Yeah. I agree with that.
It is an
It's just,
undeniable
at the same
fact
time, I
that
don't
there
want
is
to
a
get caught
force at
because, like,
work in our government and
getting
within
caught
the
to losing.
military, seeking to control national affairs to suit its own interests. Metal Gear Ray bears the burden of confronting this party, thwarting their plans and guiding this nation back to its original path. This exercise is but a first step towards that goal. The future of the country rests with you tonight. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete.
Nah, that one I didn't see.
There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century. We cannot afford to play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility.
The captain in what the hell?
This
That's so
Metal
funny.
Gear Ray is a prototype.
That's so funny.
Designed to be operated
It's like,
by a
what?
onboard pilot. In its final form, Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an...
And yeah, I seen the pictures. And start booting up Windows here and everything. It's like, yeah, you guys keep talking there, I'm just busy here. Man, how many times you gonna put the wrong password in?
He's trying to learn password.
Damn. Sprite. What?
Game starting.
This is their version of Windows, I guess.
Crazy.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first one I'm seeing is... This is great! The Marines lettering shows up really well. And the next one is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
You know what might have been?
Next up is...
If I took a picture of the crowd,
You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use
thing.
this left shot.
they may be from below.
What's next?
Oh shit, I accidentally skipped all of it. I just wanted to
We, the
like move
Marines,
forward.
will lead the charge into a new
Damn.
world order with
I forgot
Metal
they swapped the
Gear
names.
Ray.
I forgot that this is a Ray,
That is
and the
all.
one from the
Dismissed.
original Metal Gear game was Rex. Oh no.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the...
Gift of the silver tongue.
Fucking
They say it's the
Revolver
mark
Ocelot.
of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Spaghetti Cinema trophy earned. Meet Revolver Ocelot.
What do you want?
This machine will be
I
quite
will not
useful.
laugh. I
What are
will
you
not
planning
be
to do?
deemed racist.
Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Huh? Oh yeah, because his boss was the guy who wanted it designed, I think. And now the Marines are suddenly commandeering it under a new president. Kurlikovic? When did he get there?
Gerlukovich.
There's a giant Russian guy in the background and none of them.
Nobody move. Understood?
Oh shit. This is the perfect time for me to go piss. Handing over control to
This ship
someone
now
else.
carries
for
enough
once.
Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button.
Hello, stream.
That's right. No one has to die needlessly.
Huh? Oh, dat is Holbosol, ja. You're about to tear this little gear up.
We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
We're gonna make Ocelot in his mind.
What do you intend to do with Ray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back.
So I was telling Stream about the day we met. Nah, I'm joking.
Show's over.
The whole time.
If you wish to live, I suggest you run now.
Yeah, wait. Do I need to
This
have a
ship
flashback
is still
now?
in the lower
Like,
New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
It sounds so like, wow, that's it. Okay, we're basically going to be making the audio of the game appear from the TV rather than my own shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take that second now. So if the audio is messed up, we will find out in the playback. Alright, we're gonna use the earphones for a second. Alright. And in 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully it doesn't cause a feedback. I know sometimes it does. Liquid.
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake?
Kanye. Oh.
You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother. No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
That's interesting.
Ouch! Get out of my mind, Liquid!
This is check. Okay, nice. Cool. Yeah. Okay, cool. I did not know it would work like
Price
that.
of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man.
Damn.
Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Yeah. So, Revolver Ocelot. In the first game he had his arm cut off by the guy known as Grey Fox, who's...
Didn't you kill him there at that fight?
I did, but his dead body was picked up by Ocelot, who then took his arm and grafted it onto his own that was cut off in the game. So Ocelot lost an arm, found Liquid's dead body, and took Liquid's arm. But now, because of Liquid's blood and genes and, I don't know, Liquid had like some weird abilities also, he's now taking over Ocelot's mind through the arm. So it's Ocelot's body with Liquid's arm, and then Liquid's mind is taking over. Yeah. That's also why, from my understanding of the lore, he's the last boss of number 4. Yeah, right at the end or something, he's both like shirtless or something, two old men fighting each other. See now, my one problem with that now is that, yeah, I can't access part 4, which means...
You don't have what it takes after all!
Yeah, I need to figure something out for that.
With this tanker!
But every game Kojima releases is like trend-setting. Like, consider how people are talking about Death Stranding 2 now. They're like, this is 60 FPS with this graphic fidelity at all times?
Yeah, they're like, the first, triple A games, actual triple A games.
No, because it's like how the hell? But it's, yeah. But I do think that part of it has to do with like how games are being designed now, and they put in superficial stuff that doesn't need to be there. Like, for example, it's like nice to have rain in a game. Like, yeah, weather system sometimes. But originally in older games, they would just put like a rain filter on the screen that you as the player see. There isn't actually rain happening in the background. And then that way they lower like cost for like physics and all these other stuff. So maybe just add like a wet stepping sound instead, like you walking in puddles. But that way they don't still need to make every individual raindrop. It's just a filter on your screen. It's a lot easier to do, easier to render. And the game, yeah, and the game itself would be a lot simpler to use. Like how can I say, it'll be smaller in size, I think. Another thing to note is like that's exactly why Silent Hill's fog is there. Graphical limitations, they couldn't show anything further than a couple feet away, and they were like, okay, let's make it a fog. And then the fog became what Silent Hill was known for. Silent Hill's fog was created through limitation and getting around the limitation.
Snake! That time to think about it and make something beautiful through the constraints.
That's exactly why I was thinking like I had to talk with you about like starting like game development, like having a studio or something, and it's like, yeah, if we were to do a studio and we had like some infinite budget, it's like no. Even if we had infinite budget, limit how much it would cost per game. I don't yeah.
No problems. Proceeding as planned, sir.
Yeah. That's exactly what I mean when I think about like there's two good examples for you. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. They use the same sprites, character animations, and a lot of the same things, but they just have like a new map and new story and a few other things. But a lot of Majora's Mask was structurally built in Ocarina of Time already. Like, the system already exists, we're just tweaking it into a different story.
I would say the Marine Corps'
And
plans are unindefinite. Yes, of course.
Yeah, that way, a great example also, other than that one, is the Yakuza series. Because each Yakuza game kind of like built on the previous one and uses maps from previous games. Yeah, and that's why like the latest game was like so crazy, because it was like, oh, you suddenly know why, you know. They actually added a new map. What?
Yo,
but
even the save
yeah.
screen.
Okay, so that's the tanker done, I think, because the tanker is supposed to be like, yeah, a lot smaller in scope. Because it's the intro to the main game.
You know, even as a light here, this used to be so much information for me. Like, I probably didn't even understand fully what I was playing. And like,
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Yeah. That's same like there's always one YouTube video where it's like the greatest conversation in video game history or something, and it's the ending conversation of this game where they talk about AI and how AI will not really create, but it will try to provide context and curate content and basically create echo chambers where no one can be wrong. You will only be right. But how they will do that is by excluding everyone else from your echo chamber who doesn't agree with you, which is kind of what's happening with like places like Twitter, Instagram and all that, where it's like if you say the wrong word, you think the wrong thing, then people start attacking you, trying to get you out of their space. Meanwhile, they could just block you. They could just like keep you out of their space themselves, but they would rather socially ostracize you and attack you and get you out of their place forever. And people want like real consequences for actions taken online. Like, I don't think this character looks good like this. Oh, so you're racist? You need to lose your job. Yeah, people go on like that. And the thing is, like, this game kind of predicted that type of behavior. And this game came out in 2005.
No, but this is the place.
And what's worse is, yeah, now, problem here is, we're over 2 hours in the stream, I got work to do, and there's a whole section done. Yeah.
Hostages, huh? A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government.
But yeah, I'm gonna save now. Well, technically it already did save.
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
The Big Shell.
Will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst case scenario.
The Manhattan
If the
incident.
chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the base ecosystem will be
Colonel
wiped out,
Campbell
and the
is
sea
back.
will turn into a toxic soup for
He
centuries,
was
becoming
like
the worst environmental disaster in
he was in
history.
Metal Gear Solid 1, and I believe he was also in the original 2 Metal Gear games, which
You have
I am
two
still thinking
mission
about streaming.
objectives. One, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard
They
the
really made
president
this
and other
similar to the
hostages.
opening of Metal
And
Gear
two,
Solid 1.
disarm the terrorists by any means
Coming in through.
necessary.
Oh yeah, the lady with the
She's so behind a lot of stuff.
yeah, I fought her.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
It was kind of a simple fight. I mean, I got shot a few times, but that is just me being dumb.
Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence.
All the way on the left. All the way on the left. Yeah, if you just stand there, it's very difficult for her to eat you.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant's struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
But it is.
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear.
Yeah.
No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
Yeah, personality wise.
Pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions.
The
They
body
call this
language.
the skull suit in Foxhound.
Yeah.
Skull suit seems appropriate.
Yeah, like Liquid,
somehow.
like tossing his arm to the side when he's busy talking to Snake to show how mad he is. Even if you don't hear it from the tone of voice, you can see by his body language that he's like, hey, don't you listen to what I'm saying? You are the superior clone, I am the inferior one.
Moving on to main mission
He's so angry.
objectives.
Yeah, and they're still talking. Ah, they finally done. Nice. Yo, they don't even give me the save option. I don't really want to restart this section. Yeah, I really don't want to restart this section. I know there's a part in the game where... Oh yeah. If what I remember is correct. Yeah, there's a bomb in this thing. Oh, it's underwater, yeah. I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, triangle to go in.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button.
Stroke the water,
Push
you
it in
say.
rapid succession to swim faster.
Suspicious.
Change your heading with the left stick.
Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, I remember that when you fight Fat Man, the bomber guy, that you need to like find the bombs he leaves around Big Shell. And if I'm remembering right, one of them is here. Oh, what's in here? Crawl space. Nothing there. Oh, a ration. And nothing there. But let's go get the ration. Always want to get the rations. Of course I can't get that out here. What about this? Nope. Okay. Just trying to get to a save point because they didn't give me the save frequency yet. If I'm remembering right, also the girl that saves your career in this one is his wife, Rose. Which I think is funny because towards the end of the game they half imply that like everything is AI, including your girlfriend. It's funny. I just imagine they tell you, oh now your girlfriend, that is actually a robot we sent to talk to you.
That's crazy. You know you have to do it.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry.
I was talking to Arthur Morgan the other day.
AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment is Russian-made.
Must be a Golukovich man. A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
Nasitim, have you heard about this thing called TB?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, and An army without a country.
Have you heard about this thing called lung cancer? I hear you're a big fan. I'm evil. Psych them out, man. Tell the AI there's the AI. Okay, the snake goes.
I don't know how.
Oh, how what?
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
Okay, that's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We do not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID, but for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator, a node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd, node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Arthur Morgan say you know you have
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Okay, that's a good response. The other response I would have had is like, I'm from the future, listen. Did you know that John Marston is a bitch? I'm joking. Sure. That shit was funny. Code name. My code name is Raiden. Because that's the main character's name. With my birthday. Okay. That is not. Oh no. Nah. Like, what's your nationality? Do they have? They don't even have. I don't think they have South Africa. Yes.
Yo, how can you sleep? Unconscious, bro.
Oh yeah, yes, Afrikaans in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Somalia and all that places, and you're like that. They're gonna have South Africa.
Yeah, but who knows, man? You know, way back when and all that.
I said it's pirates in Somalia, bro.
True.
Good work, right?
They look good on
should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It
What?
maps the terrain as well as the position of
Okay,
enemy personnel.
wait. Are you talking about the
bright dot
actual
in the middle is
thing
you,
called
right?
One Piece in the
red dots are
anime?
your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their
Or something
field of
else?
vision. Your radar isn't
Like,
affected by
clarify
the weather,
that statement,
but if you're
please.
discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Enunciate your words.
It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology.
They aren't on Earth. There's some other planet apparently.
So be careful.
The
Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the start button.
Entirely different
How do I
planet.
save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary
Also
frequency
the
for
same.
saves and an analyst to
Supposedly,
work on the data too.
Jack, is everything alright?
No.
What are you doing here?
No.
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be
I need to talk to you more about the plot lines of anime because that was a crazy one. I was like, what?
What the hell is going on?
No, I think the only anime that you would know of like that's on Earth.
Why her?
But they also go to hell and everything, so
Part of this mission was in an accident.
yeah. But I mean, like Bleach is at least like based on Earth.
Accident?
And according to the files,
Like
she
part of
knows
the
you better
law of
than anybody
Naruto
else.
is that like
Rose may be
there's
in the
like
service,
space people
but an
that have
intelligence
chakra,
analyst
and
is
then
no field
that's how the
officer.
moon got created
Not to
because the
worry.
moon
She
was.
has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a
So
part of a
they
field
had
mission.
a giant
This is
monster they were
insane.
fighting, and then they were
I
like,
have
you know what
my
we're gonna
own
do with this
reasons for
giant
selecting
monster?
her for
We're
this
gonna put him in the
mission,
moon.
soldier.
Colonel, I failed to see.
But the moon doesn't
I know
exist.
your
I'll make
VR
one.
training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with
Yeah,
the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a
Yeah.
crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power
Yeah,
of
and
the
then
operative's will
with
to
One
survive.
Piece,
I was trained
One
to
Piece is a lot
fight.
more
My
crazy
personal
because
feelings have no place in a mission.
there's a character
We've learned
in
that
One
it
Piece that
doesn't
went
work
to
that
one
way.
of the
And on the
moons
field,
on that planet
you
because
need all the
apparently
help
they
you
have
can
multiple
get.
moons.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
And
You need someone
One
to watch
Piece
your
is like
back.
a ocean
But
planet.
I have conditions that
Like
need
the
to
whole
be
planet
met,
is an
Colonel.
ocean,
What is it?
but there are
I'll
small
perform my
islands
duties
which
and
appear,
save that mission data.
and
But I'm
there's
aware that technically
one giant
I'm not part of the
landmass
mission control team.
that cuts the
After
entire
all,
planet in
I'm just
half,
a normal girl who's worried about Jack.
and then another
But that
strip
means,
in the
Colonel,
middle
that
that's
I am
like
not
you
required
can't
to
get
follow
in
your
there
orders
because
outside
there's no
of my
wind,
immediate
nothing.
duties.
They don't have
Jack
like
is not simply a field
gas-powered
personnel
boats
for
or
me to
anything to
track.
get in there.
His safety comes first.
Yeah, and plus
not
there are
the
giant
mission.
sea monsters in that
And
area,
because
so
of
they
that,
can't just
I
go
will
through
be
it.
monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being
That's
kept
because
in
when
the
they
dark
try to
room.
do stuff like that,
I'd
shit
like to
goes
make a
wrong
request, if
apparently.
I may.
Like
Of course.
the main
His
place
handle is
in that
right.
world is
For
the
the
Grand
duration of the
Line,
mission, could you call him that?
and that
Yes,
place
sir.
has like fucked up
All
weather.
right, Raiden.
Like you just
Let me know when
going
you're
somewhere
ready
and
to
then it's
turn in a
raining
save.
fire.
The proprietary save frequency is 140.96.
Like how are you gonna be flying through?
I just switched frequencies.
Yeah.
Jack,
What?
do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I know.
I can't remember.
I'm trying to
sorry.
save, but they finally gave me the save
I'll keep
frequency.
trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Okay, now I can actually save. Oh shit, they're about to wake up. Wait.
What's up, Jack?
There we go, now I can save.
Hang in there.
Okay, so interesting conversations with my friends aside. Sorry, I almost dropped my controller. Yeah, interesting conversations aside. We have to end stream here. I actually have work I need to finish before tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be continuing the Lies of P DLC. Yeah. As you could hear by the conversations I was having with my friend now, like, we really want to stream more of those conversations because partially we think they're funny, partially they might be interesting for other people to listen to, so yeah. But his console is currently broken, so until we get that fixed, we're not doing that. You might just pop in and visit me in person for chats, otherwise you'll be chatting with me while I stream a different game or something. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, finish the tanker section. Next time I play this game, we'll be sorting properly through the Raiden section of the game, which is the actual main game. But yeah, until the next stream, Lies of P, Overture DLC, tomorrow. I need to kill that one alligator. Anyway, until that stream, I hope everyone has a good day, good night, depending on where you are. Hope you liked, comment, subscribed. That really helped my channel a lot. Outro done. Yeah, until the next one, this is goodbye. So goodbye, 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 goodbye.